Hello and welcome to BloombergQuint. Tata Power's second quarter profit was lower due to the losses at Mundra. However, a deferred tax reversal as well as higher other income aided the overall profits. Let's discuss the quarter gone by and the highlights of the quarterly performance with Praveer Sinha, the MD and CEO of the company. Mr. Sinha, thank you so much for speaking to BloombergQuint. Let me congratulate, given the strong operating performance this time delivered by Tata Power on a consolidated basis, especially driven by operating profits at Mundra power plant. If you could tell us what were the factors which were driving your overall earnings this time in the second quarter?
Good morning. Thank you. As you rightly mentioned, the performance of the Q2 has been very good for Tata Power. Very robust performance, and all our businesses have done very well. Our Mundra also, our under recovery has reduced from 90 paisa to 51 paisa. And on an overall basis, our consolidated EBITDA has gone up by nearly 20%. Even our PAT, which you mentioned has actually come down, is actually gone up by 30% if you do it on a like-to-like basis. We had this quarter did not have the benefit of profit of Synergy and ITPC, which is held for sale. And also there was a one-off tax demand from the coal companies. So if you look on a like-to-like basis, we were nearly 30% more than the quarter last year. So I think all our units are doing very well, including our renewable. Our renewable EBITDA has gone up. And we expect that in coming quarters, we'll be able to continue our good performance and deliver consistent results.
Okay. And Mr. Sinha, were lower coal prices the reason why you have been able to, do a better under recovery for Mundra, if you compare it to the period last time? And in terms of overall outlook for Mundra, do you think, given the fact that now coal prices are soft, so this kind of a performance should be, the case in the coming quarters as well?
Yes, one of the reasons is the lower coal prices. Last year, the coal prices were ranging from $90 to $100. This year, it is in the $70 HBA price, and that benefit we have got. But over and above that, there are two more reasons. One is that we have increased our blending substantially. We are at nearly 50% blending of coal, and that is helping us to optimize the usage of the coal. And also our coal sourcing and plant operations have improved. So our various other performance parameters of the plant, and also our sourcing, whereby we are able to optimize and get more of coal at different and much lower prices. They all put together have helped us to bring down our under recovery, and this has reflected directly in our performance. Our operating profits have gone up, our EBITDA has gone up, and we expect that this will continue for next few quarters too.
Okay. Sir, you have been talking about putting up small grids and, get into the electric charging infrastructure. You have also mentioned that in the press release this time. So what would be the investment outlay with respect to this project?
We have started a project. We launched it last week only. That we have an overall plan of putting up 10,000 microgrids in 10,000 villages. But then that's a 5-6 year plan. To start with, in this year, we are planning to put 200 of them. And the work has already started, and starting November, the first of the microgrids will start operating. Of course, we had done a couple of them on pilot basis. And we also have started work on EV charging, wherein we have already put nearly 100 EV charging systems, not only in Mumbai, but also in Delhi, Pune, Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Hyderabad. And we expect that by end of this financial year, we'll have 300 EV charging. And when we talk about these EV charging, these are public charging systems. Apart from that, there are large number of home charging systems, which we give along with the vehicles when the consumers purchase that. So these are our new businesses which we are looking at, and as things develop, we are looking at growing substantially in these areas. Apart from that, our renewable business growth has been very good. We have been able to reach out to 36 cities as a part of our 100 city initiative for rooftop solar. We have also been able to improve performance in our new utility scale renewables. We added 400 megawatt in last 1 year, and we have a pipeline of another 600 megawatt which we will do it in next 12 months time. So there is a huge growth opportunity and potential that we have. We also are looking at increasing our footprint through the Resurgent platform. Will be concluding in next 1 month the documentation to take over the Prayagraj plant. Now that the APTEL order has come in our favor, we are looking at some more assets, and hopefully in next few months we'll be able to close some of them. We have also bid for the distribution business in Odisha, and we expect some decision to come within this quarter. So I think all in all, Tata Power is very well positioned for its growth, and we have big plans for growing in the coming years.
Okay. And Mr. Sinha, with respect to your debt reduction plans, you have given some impressive targets to the analyst community over the conference call. If you could just share the overall plan as to what would be the kind of debt levels that you are looking at for FY20, which is basically March end, and more importantly, what happens to the transactions with respect to sale of your coal assets in the overseas market.
We have started working on the divestment process. We started about 6 months back, and there has been very good progress. We have concluded the agreement for sale of the South African Synergy investment, and we expect the money to come within this financial year. Similarly, we have initiated the sale for the ITPC Zambia project. We are expecting the bids in next 2 months time, and we expect to conclude it also within this financial year. Apart from that, we are looking at a few more of our international assets. We typically go and do the initial sounding to the potential investors and get a feel as to what sort of valuation they are doing. And if the valuation meets our requirement, we run a proper process. Otherwise, we wait for the markets to improve. So we expect that in next 12 to 18 months, we will have nearly $1 billion of divestments, and that will be used for reducing our debt and also for some of the growth plans. As I mentioned to you that we have already implemented 400 megawatt of renewable this year. Another 600 is in pipeline, which will get commissioned. So new debt also keeps on getting added. Our existing transmission, distribution and generation business also requires certain amount of upgradation and certain new networks to be done. So in normal circumstances, nearly 3,000 crores of normal investment we do every year for our existing operations, apart from the new businesses that I mentioned. So we will have a very healthy debt equity ratio. We'll have a healthy debt which can be taken care by the increasing EBITDA that we will have. And we expect that in future we'll be able to take care of all our financial requirements.
Okay. Mr. Sinha, one final question on the overall renewable energy portfolio. What are the kind of power capacity addition plans there? Because in terms of strategy, you have been quite candid about how big you want to go in that particular segment. And also, let me ask you regarding the stressed power assets. Is there any inorganic growth plan with respect to the assets which are available in the marketplace? So basically, two questions: one on renewable and one on the possibility of stressed asset buyouts.
Yeah, let me first answer the stressed asset. We are in the process of taking over Prayagraj. In next 1 month, we'll conclude all the documentation. The APTEL order was in our favor, and we are all set to take over the first of the assets in Prayagraj. We are also looking at few more assets, and we expect that within this financial year, one or two more assets we will be able to take through the Resurgent platform. Apart from that, on renewables, we are quite gung-ho. We expect that the future will be large-scale renewable projects. But there are few challenges in renewable. One is that the tariff ceilings that have been put in many of the states are not very conducive for the type of returns that we are looking. The second is the payment that some of the states are delaying. So while we have very ambitious plans, we play a very cautious game. Wherever we find that the market is good, the states are good where the plant will be set up, it has a good in solar level and it gives the type of returns that we are expecting, we will definitely go and bid for that and implement those projects. Where we are little doubtful about the viability of it and the state DISCOM's ability to pay, we would avoid bidding over there. So for us, growth will be very calibrated, very measured, and it would not be reckless growth, but it will be a very, very objective growth that we would do. And all our projects will have very, very structured returns that we are looking at. So while we will grow it with caution.
Okay. And we wish you all the very best for your future growth plans, sir. Thank you so much for speaking to BloombergQuint.
Thank you very much.
So that's the management of Tata Power talking about the future growth prospects. Let's take a short break, and on the other side of the break, we'll have more on business news.